that's okay. I'd like to ask you a couple of questions on different topics. Let's start with everyday topics. Okay?
Okay.
One of the questions I'd like to ask is connected with reading, because whenever I meet young people, I always ask them, do they like reading books or not? In this case, they always answer like this. They don't wanna read anything because they are really bored with reading books. Why mostly young people don't have interest in reading books? What's your opinion of it?
I think it depends on several reasons. For example, at the time, mostly children and young people have so much opportunities, and that by that they can learn the informations in books from other ways. For example, by the gadgets on their smartphones, computer, maybe through the internet. For example, it's I think it's more convenient way than reading books. They think like that, and it is more fast process than reading books, because most books are so big and so has so many pages, and children consider reading books that has so many pages requires so much time, energy also, so they don't like and don't have interest in reading books.
Yeah.
And they usually choose using their gadgets, and it is I think it's more convenient, and also it is more interesting than reading books, because it's a boring process, like.
For these reasons, they are apt to use some kind of technological gadgets.
And also another reason, maybe their atmosphere in their home, their
Family
parents
condition.
and older brothers or sisters, maybe, because their family members may not have interest. Also, they may not have interest on reading books. And also another reason, I think, is that they lose their interest on reading books because of the older books they have read. For example, they may choose not very interesting book, or not very helpful book, and so they concluded from these uninteresting books that children cannot make benefit from reading books so much. So I think it changed their mind.
Okay, thank you. And the next question, if you have this alternative that most people do nowadays, what would you choose? Reading books or playing some kind of gadgets?
First one, of course, because
reading books.
Reading books, because I think some intelligent people cannot imagine their life without books, because I, and other people, what we achieved so far is always but thanks to books, I think. And also why I don't choose playing some computer games or using gadgets more, they usually waste our time than giving some benefit to us, and we can take advantage of books more than some other gadgets. But on the other hand, I think if people know how to wisely use some gadgets, it will also helpful for you. It will be also more beneficial for them.
Okay. The next question. Now let's talk about with the computer games.
Okay.
Just most parents always complain about their children because their children are addicted to playing computer games too much, and I guess most people just undermine the positive sides of computer games. And what's your opinion of it?
I think playing computer games also has its beneficial sides, and for example, there are so many educational games. which are made especially for children who are in the school, who study at school. For example, in some games, you can confront some puzzles and some other educational tests. Maybe at that time you have to use your knowledge, and I think it can be also so useful for them, and also your mindset will be widened by playing different computer games, and also children can learn to how to get rid of some challenging situations in their life, and also they can find right solutions on their daily life events. So I think there are different kinds of computer games, and if parents control their children, I mean controls what games their children are playing
and how much time they are playing these games.
Yes, of course, because to be being so addicted to playing computer games, it is not good, and also there are some useless and I think dangerous games also. So parents should control them always.
Okay, thank you for the answer. And the next question, and of course this is the last question for our interview. So, what is your opinion of the parents whose children are quite addicted to computer games?
I think, as I just said, they should control all the time. But in my opinion, they shouldn't ban strictly their children from playing computer games. They may set some time, exact time. They should set
for spending their time for playing some kind of games.
And also watching TV.
Yeah.
And because they don't have so much time at that time. When their childhood, they should spend their time on reading books and other things on their life. So I think their parents have other ways. For example, parents should find some other interesting activities that can take their children from computer games.
Yeah, that's right.
Like go for a walk, or parents should buy some pets for their children. It may also help, and
or they may spend their available time with their children in order to play something or do their home tasks
to their children.
Yeah, that's right.
It's more interesting to spend their time with their children, and also children also will be also satisfied. So I think parents always control their children, and also parents should advise them more useful activities and also more useful things. On computer games also might be they should invite their children to educational computer games, and they should buy some interesting books, fiction books, science books, no matter. Books can really help in this way.
Okay, thank you. And that's all enough for our questions to this interview. Thank you, Danaza.
Thank you.
And guys, stay tuned and we will make the next video in the next lessons. Thank you.